What a beautiful autumn morning. And when I say beautiful, I don't mean it's sunny. It's definitely windy and blustery, but for some reason, I just feel like it's a bit of a beautiful morning. And what a morning I have had. I thought it would be easier for me to set you down on the table. I feel like a whole lifetime has happened this morning, and it really hasn't. It's just gone 9 o'clock and oh my God. Talk about embarrassing yourself, Lydia. So the guys have turned up to render our gate walls. However, I was in the shower when they turned up and I thought I heard something when I was in the shower. I really did think I heard something. Turned the shower off, couldn't hear anything. So I just got out of the shower and there's no one in the house, so I've left my bedroom door wide open and I'm like creaming myself up. And then someone knocks at the door and I'm like, oh, what was that? Who the hell could be knocking at my door? Because we've got gates and we've got big walls. And I walked out and there is a young man stood at my door. Now, as you may know, our bedroom is on the ground floor. And one of the reasons why we want to change our bed, there's always reasons, by the way. I always want to tell you that there's always reasons for things that I change. One of the reasons we want to change our bed is because it's chrome and the 4 posters of the chrome are reflective on every single side, which means that if I'm in the bathroom naked, effectively you can see me in the reflection of the bed at the front door. Because we don't have a door on our bathroom, we have a door on our bedroom and I can close that, but if I happen to leave that open, ooh. So I don't know if he got an eyeful. I'm praying that when I went out there and gave them their coffees, that they weren't thinking, I just saw you naked. I'll never know. I will never ever know, unless I ask them, and they probably still wouldn't tell me. But anyway, they're out there rendering the walls and I totally wasn't expecting them today. I love it when like my expectations are fulfilled and some. I love it. Anyway, so they're out there getting the walls prepped. They said it's going to be a couple of days, but apparently it will look a lot better today, so I'll show you the progress. But I've been trying to be really good with the way that I'm structuring my mornings, because obviously we went through the UK, I don't know if it's all over the world that we do this, but we have like daylight saving, so we gained an hour essentially. I love the way they sell it to us. And it does feel like you gain an hour. In summer, I really struggle with this. I think I talk about this a lot around that time of year, but I struggle immensely with losing an hour. And so this year, I'm trying to do things differently. Whereas I would usually get up at 6 o'clock, I'm going to aim to try and get up at about 5:30, so I keep the same rhythm, but it's proving really hard. And I just seem to still be waking up at 6:30 or 6 o'clock, and I think I'm not going to bed early enough. I think if I want to plan to get up at 5, I need to go to bed an hour earlier as well, because that's obviously my body's rhythm. So I'm gonna try that. We did say we were gonna do it last night and it didn't work, but that's how I'm hopefully going to combat the daylight saving issue that I have, because it knocks me for 6 and I just can't cope with it anymore. So anyway, I got up, I woke up late. Ali's gone to play golf today and I am home alone. This is one of the days where we don't have people at the house. And I have my laser with Tatum at Derma Spa today, so I'm going to have that. I'm going to have a chat with her though, because obviously I started my laser back in before coronavirus had even hit, and it was going so well and I was seeing such great results. And then when we went into lockdown, because I wasn't having my regular appointments, it started to come back a little bit, or it was in that cycle, I don't know. Anyway, I've had like 3 sessions post lockdown and I don't know if I'm seeing the results again. So I'm going to chat to her and see if there's a way that we need to maybe do it. Like, I'm seeing it elsewhere. My legs and my arms are doing great. It's just some areas that aren't responding as well. So I'm going to speak to her about it today. Looking forward to getting that out of the way. Then I have a meeting with Ali and I have my dermatologist appointment. So it's very much like a lifey admin day. That's what I try and keep the days when nobody's in the office too. I try and keep them to like more life admin style. So I just get all of the things that I need to get done and yeah, just get on with those things. So this evening I've got my dermatologist appointment with Zainab and she is honestly amazing. Like, I'm so happy to have such a great dermatologist and she's so nice as well. She's actually at Omnia, but because obviously Corona, I'm able to have my appointments via Zoom, which is so handy. And that's, I guess, one of the positive things that I've been able to take from the whole situation. is that that's a positive, that I don't have to go into London for a lot of my appointments. Like my dentist one, that I do have to go into London because I do, but my skin ones, she's able to like schedule my blood tests out here, she's able to get my prescriptions to me, and it's just brilliant. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. And I guess it's all of those like small little things that you're grateful for when you can't really like, when something's a negative, you've got to like find those small things that you can turn into like a positive spin, I guess. Which actually brings me on to a really good point. And I know that I was talking about my gratitude journal in a previous vlog, and I saw a lot of your comments about like, how is it possible that you don't have anything to be grateful for? And I'm sorry if that came across like that. I was just meaning that when you're being so grateful for everything and every small thing, sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, like you feel like you're scraping the bottom of the barrel, because yes, there's so many things that I'm grateful for. I think I'm a very grateful person, and I think that that really does come across on my channel. So I apologize if you took that in the wrong way. That definitely wasn't the way that it was intended. It was purely the basis that I was like, oh my gosh, like I was grateful for this and this yesterday. What on earth could I be grateful for today? And it's just when you realize that it's about being grateful for the smallest of things, not the big extravagant things. It's the very, very small things, like, you know, getting to lay in bed in the morning and drink your coffee. That's a thing that I'm grateful for. I don't ever really write down that I'm grateful for my handbags and all of the materialistic things. I'm very, very grateful for the other things in my life. And so I just, yeah, I would hate for it to be taken that way, and obviously I can't control how you take the things that I say, but I'll always try and explain things. I also thought it was really important though to explain that you could have everything in the world. You could be the most fortunate. There are a lot of people that are way more fortunate than I am and way more privileged than I am. There are so many people that are like that aren't grateful, can't see the light, and are in really bad places. And if someone isn't able to be grateful for things, it's obviously because they're at a really bad place. What the f is going on? I feel like they're like in my house. Yeah, so if there are people that are in really bad places and aren't able to see the things that they would normally be grateful for, and that has nothing to do with their, you know, lifestyles, their jobs, what they have in their wardrobes, that doesn't have anything to do with that. And it's often people that can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. And it's really important to be a little bit more, I'm not one of those people, by the way, but I'm also acutely aware of when I'm watching someone on the internet and being able to know that maybe they're not in a good place and they can't see that, and being compassionate and empathetic. I feel like there's a lack of empathy, and also a lot of like people wanting to catch someone out and, you know, be quite unkind to people. But as always, if I can explain things and help you think differently, I'll always do that. I guess that's a positive thing that I'm able to do with my channel. And yeah, hopefully get some of you thinking slightly differently and maybe like broadening your vision. Because I saw Grace Fit talking about this the other day, and how everything on the internet is very much taken at face value. That's very true. It is true. I don't take the internet as face value though. I might watch something and I might think, oh my God, that's a twatty comment. And then I think, hold on a minute, she probably didn't mean it like that. And she probably meant it like this. And it just comes across in 5 seconds like that. And then I move on with my day. But anyway, so exciting things. I didn't expect this to have any kind of update on the walls, but that is what is going to happen. Also, I had a chat with Ali yesterday, and I can't help it, but I feel incredibly Christmassy, and all I want to do is go Christmas shopping. Oh, all I want to do is go Christmas shopping, but I'm trying to hold off. I'm really trying to hold off. I've ordered my Christmas wreath. Well, I've sent over the inspiration images for the Christmas wreath. I'm also in talks. I'm working with a few different florists because I have like florists that I love. And I'm going to be doing like some table decor, probably some island decor, maybe a garland over the fire mantle, and a wreath as well. Ali and I were also talking about doing wreaths on the gates, because we don't do anything for Halloween, because we don't get trick-or-treaters or anything down here, because we live on a private road and it's against the law to come down here. So people don't. So there's no kids that come and do any trick-or-treating or anything like that. But for Christmas, we get people coming down, like our friends, our family. So we're gonna do it for them and make it very Christmassy. So that's the plan of action for today. I've had my vitamins. The boys are outside working, which is fabulous. It is 9:20. I need to leave at 10, which is good. Where has my little Lummy been? Oh, I think that was Lummy going out. Has Lummy gone out? that was my little Lumi going out. Bless her. I'm also at that point now where I think it's in winter time that I really amp it up, but you might have noticed that I haven't been really doing any kind of like home hauls other than maybe like kitchenware and things like that. In terms of like decor, I've not been buying anything and I've not been doing anything. That's because obviously we've been planning things more and doing a real kind of plan with Lauren, who's helping me finish things off. And like I've stressed before, this isn't that I've just hired someone and gone make my house look amazing. This is about bringing my style into the house, but in a much more considered and finalized way. So I say to her, I want my kitchen to have a green island and I want it to be more of a like country feel, a lot more natural. I want this floor, I want this color, I want this finish. She makes sure that everything that I'm doing and everything that I like works with that, because I think you can easily get caught in a habit of buying things that size-wise don't work, or color-wise don't work, or finish-wise don't work. And you know, there's such a difference between gloss and matte tiles, hence why in my kitchen I currently have like gloss tiles, which I hate. I'm much more of like a natural texture person, so that's gonna change because that bugs me. I've been waiting and it's been a bit of a longer process than I planned for, and I kind of hoped that we'd be doing more before Christmas. I'm waiting to hear what we're gonna get done. Ideally, what we would be working on is the study. The study will be done anyway, our bedroom and the 2 guest bedrooms. But at the moment, we can't do any of the bathrooms because we don't have a contractor to be able to do that work. That's the kind of plan. But one of the things that I am going to be like starting to do again, because I feel lots of people are very different with things. My creative expression comes through fashion and it comes through my home. And I remember when I was at university, I found it really difficult. I didn't have any money when I was at university. In fact, I didn't receive any of my like grants, because I got grants because I think my mum was unemployed at the time. And I didn't receive any of that money until like the 2nd year. What I was doing was I'd have like £1 and I would go to a charity shop and I would like upcycle things. And I remember I managed to find a pair of Kurt Geiger heels. If you are like an old school blog viewer, you might remember them. They were red and they had a bow, and I painted them in suede paint to the black version because I couldn't afford the black version. Anyway, long story short, I've got verbal diarrhea today. That's my expression. And so whilst I try and make changes in my life to help the earth in some areas, my creative expression comes from fashion and my home. And so that's one of the things that maybe I don't focus on so much. I focus on the meat that we eat, because we know that there's a lot of the world is affected by the meat and dairy industry. So we try not to, you know, I don't drink milk and I don't prepare meat. I don't eat meat at home. If I'm going to a restaurant and there's meat, I will have it if I fancy it. Otherwise, I'll have the vegetarian or vegan option. And like cleaning products, I try and use better cleaning products. There are just small changes that I make. So if you ever fancy calling me up on the fashion thing, absolutely. I'm not a sustainable person. I try and be better, and when I'm spending on higher price point items, I try and make sure that they're ones that are going to last and things like that. The same for when I do my lower price point options as well, but in a sustainable way. I'll always either donate them to charity, turn them into cloths for my cleaners, or resell them, etc, etc. Anyway, totally digressing here, but I felt really uninspired because I've not been doing anything in the house. So I think that for me, there's still so much that's not done. And when I find a piece of fabric or a wallpaper that inspires me and makes me want to change something or do something differently, I'm always going to do that. It's like when you find a new coat or a new jumper, and I have found a few fabrics that I want to introduce. I think I'm going to finally order the new covers for the sofas as well. They are expensive, but they're still less expensive than the sofas that were the expensive ones from Neptune. And everyone always compliments these sofas. I actually wrote a whole blog post on them, so if you want to go and like give that a read, I'll link it in the description box down below. But I wrote a whole blog post about these sofas because I think that they're brilliant and people never realize where they're from. I'm gonna order some really beautiful linen slips for the sofas, and they're not as white as these. They're a little bit more oatmeal-y, so it'll give it that more natural feel, and the linen will just feel beautiful as well. Lumia will ruin them, but I accept that. I'm kind of different to Ali in that Ali wants everything to look like perfect and new, and I really like it when things are a little bit more worn and lived in. So like I really like it when there's like ash all around the log burner, and Ali is like, no, I hate it. And I'm like, I really like it. Anyway, so that's the thing. I'm going to start doing some bits. I want to change the wallpaper in the downstairs toilet, which is such an easy, like, quick thing to do, and we can actually repurpose the wallpaper that we have in there, use it for art. We can even sell it. It comes off so easily. It's such good quality. Yeah, so that's basically some thoughts that I was having whilst I was drinking my morning coffee today. I'm in my snuggly nasty gal jumper. I love this. This was probably one of my favorite things from the haul, and I just love the color of it as well. This is what I'm wearing to go and get laser done, and then Ali should be back. Obviously he's playing golf on the golf course today, although rather him than me in this blustery weather, but I will keep you updated throughout the day. And also I need to get a box of wine open. We've had another delivery from Virgin Wines, and Carrie and I are planning to have a cheese and wine night together tomorrow, so I need to chill the whites and get prepped for that. I'll probably do a trip to Waitrose and maybe even to the Bell Plantation as well. I've just popped some washing on and also packing my bag to go. I'm going to take my book with me this time because I don't want to sit on my phone. My thumb and my arm is hurting so much from being on my phone so much. So I'm going to take my new book. I started this the other day. This is The Salt Path, and you might have actually seen me in Ali's video blubbing. The first chapter is just heartbreaking, and I think if anyone has ever had a hard time where they felt like, remember what I said in one of my videos where it felt like the world was just kept punching me down, if you've ever been through that, you feel such empathy for the characters. And I was in bits. The first 2 chapters I was like, babe, their sheep dies. I hope he doesn't put it in his vlog, but if he did, yeah, it was sad. So I'm going to take that with me to read whilst I'm there. Hello, I'm back, looking a little bit dishevelled because holy macaroni. Okay, I think there may have been some issues. So, you know, I mentioned before I went that I was worried that I hadn't really been experiencing the results that I did before. Well, Tatum, my laser guru, let me know that they had replaced the gun for the laser machine for the soprano ice that I use. And she was like, yeah, it's a lot more intense now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, maybe it was broken before because I didn't feel anything for the last 3 laser sessions, and this one, the pain was inexplicable. So I'm hoping that I'm going to start to see the results again now, because honestly I was like, oh, what's going on? Why isn't it working? It's like the break ruined everything. I don't know. Anyway, a little bit more bad news as well. When I was just about getting ready to leave, our builder came up and basically let us know that our pier caps for our walls are the wrong size. Yes, very, very sad times indeed. We obviously waited months for those pier caps, and for them to be wrong is really annoying. The coping stones are okay. Yeah, to find out that they are the wrong size when we've got the renderers here is so annoying. But all is not lost. Ali is on the phone to Haddonstone at the moment, and I think that someone is coming out tonight to have a look and remeasure and replace them, fingers crossed. They are getting the scratch coat on the walls, so it will look a little bit more seamless. Not finished, obviously, but I'll give you a sneak peek when they leave and show you that. I now need to unbox the wine and get it in the fridge because Carrie will absolutely have my guts for garters. I feel like someone's mum when I say that. I need to unbox it. Ali is unboxing lots of goodies. He's got his new camera, some new bits and pieces. Also, Lumi's got her food. So I'm gonna get this wine out and get it in the wine cooler. Also, I have been seriously admiring, why are you on the wonk? Oh, there we go. I have been seriously admiring wine storage. So this is another crate from Virgin Wines. Carrie and I are currently putting a report together on the wines that we enjoy, and we are planning to have a little wine tasting here tomorrow by the fire in the living room, which should be lovely. Last week we did it at her house, this week it's at my house. So what do we have? A sparkling wine, Cremant de Loire. And then we have another, no, this is an Albarino. Ooh, it's in New Zealand. Ooh. I know that we usually have an Albarino at, do we have an Albarino usually at Woburn Mosaic? No, we usually have, I can't remember. Then we have a wine that I can't read the name of. Ooh, so this is my very, very pale rosé. The other one that we tried, I didn't find pale enough, so we are gonna give this one a go as well. Next up we have, a New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. Kahaka. I like the feather on this, I like the branding. And we also have Dragon Hills Wine of Romania. So I'm gonna get the whites in the wine cooler, ready for consumption tomorrow.
Lydia's got a little delivery.
I was gonna clock off for the evening. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, that's heavy, isn't it?
Oh wow! And it was delivered by courier as well. Oh my god, it's so heavy.
It is heavy. That's a big candle, I think.
Smells amazing. Wishing you a rip-roaring Christmas for 2020. Love, Team Joe Malone. As it's from Joe Malone.
Oh, how lovely.
Oh.
My favourite thing.
Yeah.
At Christmas.
A big Joe Malone candle.
Yep.
It's our favourite gift to give as well, isn't it? All of the nans get.
Yeah, I was going to say I got my nan one. Both my nans
I
actually.
need to get my nonna one because my nonna absolutely, like, she still keeps all
the
of
little one, I know, I saw it. Fully burnt as well. Just the glass.
And they actually sent her a package, do you remember? Because she lost hers
Yeah.
at the wedding, and so they sent her a little package. I love that, it's so good.
Yeah.
Pomegranate noir.
Yes.
Perfect.
Nostalgic.
Oh, it smells so, so good. But also, do you know what one of the best candles is that Joe Malone has done recently? Like, usually they do like limited edition candles and like they don't live around for very long, but they're, what is it called? Something Embers, Glowing Embers candle from their Townhouse collection. Oh my god, that is the most wintry, like, smells like burnt wood, but oh, it's lovely.
Nice.
It's so nice. And it comes in like a porcelain thingy.
Lovely. This one has a lot of nostalgia for us.
Yes, this is what we burn around this time of year. And our wedding.
Reminds me of our wedding a lot.
Does remind me of our wedding.
Which is December.
I know. We're going to be married for 3 years this December. 3 years.
Thanks for reminding me.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Is it my diamond wedding anniversary yet?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's very, very lovely, and we are.
Yeah, thank you very much. That was addressed to me as well.
That.
Lydia buys these probably, what do you reckon, about 4 a year?
Yeah, at least.
The big ones.
So it's very nice to be sent one, considering I literally spend a fortune on these.
And you also like buy in bulk.
I do.
You put in orders of like a few.
I do.
But they do last for ages, and they're so efficient at making your house smell.
Yeah, when people come in, they're like, oh, yeah. Joe Malone, it's so nice.
They are a candle that does well. Hello! You popping out from there?
Are you hiding? What are you talking about?
Yeah, she knows. Right.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Saturday. Oh my gosh, my hair is such a mess. I actually wanted to wash it today, but I didn't have time. Ali and I did our favourite thing last night and did cheese and wine on the sofa, and I actually went for a red last night. I had a Shiraz, which was the Black Pig, which is from Virgin Wines, and I actually really like it. And then I got up this morning, gave myself my usual weekly lie-in, and now I'm on my way to pick up Carrie, and then we are picking up her mum, and we are going for coffee this morning. I think we're going to a Christmas shop. I feel incredibly Christmassy, like weirdly, and I am this close to like going Christmas shopping, and I don't know why. Obviously today is Saturday and they have mentioned about a national lockdown today, and that's obviously really, really sad. I can imagine the impact that this is going to have on people, and so yeah, it's a bit, pardon my French, but we've got to do what we've got to do to help everyone, and I'm not going to paint out like I don't mind it. I do mind it, but if it's for the greater good of people, then that is what matters. So that's fabulous. But it's in order to save Christmas, basically, from what I can understand. So what I'm gonna do is, in the time that basically lockdown is happening, I'm gonna make sure that I'm planning all of my Christmas stuff to a T. And when I say planning my Christmas stuff, I mean like planning my Christmas decor and things like that. I think I'm gonna do things a bit different this year, but still, I've been feeling incredibly Christmassy. I'm trying to keep spirits up and just, yeah, get excited and all of that stuff. So it's actually really nice because we were going to go to the garden centre, but Carrie's mum suggested going to the Christmas shop, and I've never been, so we're going to go there. Basically, Carrie and I are spending the day together this Saturday. I might suggest doing a little bit of antiques hunting. Yeah, we're just going to spend a girly day together, I think. So I'm going to head and pick her up. I've got her heated seat already warming up for her, and I'm going to head to the Christmas shop, which will be lovely. Well, my hair looked great when I left, but I'm a little bit more of a drowned rat now. Look at that. Look at that, Carrie.
I mean, literally, this woman, she's like, oh no, my hair looks terrible. It's like, live with curls. Literally, live with curly hair and don't complain.
So funny, is it? Okay, no, mine's just like frizzy though, but still. We went for a coffee at, where was it? We went to
the Christmas barn at Stratton Audley.
Stratton Audley. We went there with Carrie's mum, and then we decided to make an impromptu stop at the old flight house, which is on the way to Bicester from where we are. And I actually picked up some bits from both places, and I'll show you those when I get home. But now we've decided, because obviously we're not sure if we're going back into lockdown, we are going to go to a cafe here and have some lunch, and then we're going to go to Waitrose, pick up some supplies, but we're going to do cheese and wine at home by the fire because it is a very, very, very miserable day. So there's a new cafe that's opened in TOWCESTER called CLARKE and Dean, and I've just been driving past it and constantly thought, oh, that looks nice. So we're going to go and check it out now. Ready?
I'm ready.
Good. Just about to go to the new cafe. I hope you can hear me over the noise. But we also have a well-being cafe here in TOWCESTER now. And look how cute this is. A quiet shared space where it's okay not to be okay. I love that. Yeah? This is where we're going. We have just got home and the fire is on. Someone is inspecting the loot. How real do these pheasants look? We saw them on display at the Christmas shop, and obviously the tree in here this year has a pheasant theme. I collect all of the feathers throughout the year that they leave behind, and I'm going to be using them on the trees. And when I saw these, I was like, oh my goodness, look at them. But Lumi has taken a bit of a liking to them. We also went to the local deli, and I picked up Ali some real ale chutney and some hot horseradish sauce. He loves that. And this little thumper has been keeping us company, haven't you? Yes, you have. We managed to skip going to Waitrose and just went to the deli and then picked up some gluten-free pittas and breads. We've got some cheeses. I just came in and Lumi was like kissing not kissing, but she was obviously like sniffing them for some reason, the pheasants.
All the birds?
Yeah, you snogging all the birds.
All the birds, are you? You little princess.
I really like that vest that you've got on. It's really nice. Where's that from?
H&M.
It's really nice.
It's my granddad's chic.
It's not granddad chic, it looks nice and cosy.
It is very cosy.
Yeah, lovely. Right, what bottle of wine are we gonna, oh no, we're gonna get them all out and sample them, aren't we? Which we set up? Should we do a little?
You do you, boo, what are we doing?
Well, do it on the table.
Yeah.
And we can set up like the wines and the cheeses and stuff like that. Harry teaching me how to polish my wine glasses using the hot tap. So you just do it that way?
Just have the steam.
Nice, very snazzy. You want some food? You sitting at the table? You want some food? I can tell that you want to sit on someone's lap. Look can always tell when you are in mummy love mode.
King. Yeah.
Right, so first bottle is the Bomard. Is that how you say it? Bomard?
I have absolutely no idea. It's an English sparkling wine? No, it's not English.
It's not English.
French. French sparkling wine.
Yes. So we're going to start off with this. Obviously, we're only tasting it.
Don't do that, Millen. There's a lot to get through.
I know, that's true. So this is better than the time that you opened the bottle in.
Yeah, I'll leave the camera rolling this time because that was so
many
funny.
people were like, why did it end so abruptly when just as the cork
Literally,
popped?
it was because Bolly had distracted me and I was like, oh my god, I need to go to Bolly, and it popped and it hit the ceiling and it went everywhere. And it was like, oh, if only the camera had carried on rolling, and yet it only caught the pop.
Yeah,
and the
like,
explosive pop.
Yeah.
It looked like you were about to do a magic trick and be like, ta-da!
Honey rabbit.
And me for now.
Yes.
And it's not even 3 p.m, so
Cheers.
cheers.
Well, it's technically 4 p.m. because of daylight savings, so we're almost there.
Oh, it smells nice.
Ooh.
So this is I can't even read that.
Le
Le Boop de la Fleur. Alright, then cheers me.
I've not drank it yet, I'm just giving it a whiff. Do I have to cheers you before I give it a whiff?
You should always cheers me before you give it a whiff. Chin chin.
Cheers. I can already tell by your face, you're like, I hate it.
I don't hate it, it's just really light.
Well, I quite like it though, but it's like...
There's literally no definition to it.
It definitely tastes more than...
Oh, it's much nicer than the other one.
Oh, absolutely, that is... But for me, that's... it tastes better than the smells I get from it.
I don't mind that at all. It's got elderflower.
And it's also not as sweet as...
A typical rosé.
Yeah.
I think that's why I don't mind it, because I find rosés sickly.
I like it.
Good.
Cheers.
Colour. Light on the nose.
On the schnoz.
Not too sweet. Most enjoyable.
One does agree.
Would I order a bottle in a restaurant? No, I wouldn't, but then I never order.
But you'd drink it if I made you.
If you ordered a bottle to the table and we were in a group, I'd drink it.
Yeah.
If it was just me and you, I'd be like, what the hell are you playing?
Yeah. Piss off.
I'd be like, no, bottle for one in
Yeah.
there. We're doing one each.
Bring me the straw. This video will be I react to. You can tell it's Halloween.
Phantom apple falling.
Yeah.
They're like crying out to be turned into toffee apples.
Yeah.
They're like, it's on one day to be celebrated.
This is supposed to be our day. Cheers.
No.
Smells.
I'm going to say, it smells like women magazine.
Yeah, that's actually true.
It smells like every day.
It smells familiar. That's
yeah.
literally what all I can think is it just smells familiar.
It smells like our favourite bar. Crisp, easy.
I like that.
Yeah. Bit spiky, but in a good way. Tart.
I don't know what that is.
Like at the end, it's like got this like sourness to it. You know, feel it on your tongue. It almost feels like sherbet. Think of drinking and using this on your blog.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's
I get
smooth,
you. Yeah.
And then sometimes we'll have a white wine and it feels like you've got like a coating in your mouth afterwards. It feels chalky and minerally. This feels like almost like fizzy.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like
That's
sour.
on the very tip of my
Like
tongue.
once you've had a Haribo sour cherry or something and that's gone and you still have that feeling.
Mhm. I like that. That was easy.
Well, babe.
Bottoms up.
I'm definitely going to
No, you have to. We are. Stop trying it, Grayson. Oh my god, you literally. I'm so much. Do you know what it is? With the fruits, I just get them straight away. I think when it's the berries,
grasses, herbs.
I struggle so much because it just smells winey to me. Like that's just the only way that I can do it. Maybe I'll get better the more that I drink it.
You absolutely. But I think you can smell. I think you can smell berries. You can't identify them. You can identify tropical instantly.
Yeah.
But it is very.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that works.
Oh, that's lovely. That is so nice. Oh, that's like extra tropically. I love it.
I'm gonna put that one back in the fridge because I reckon we're gonna be doing these two.
Who would have thought it? You couldn't have predicted that, could you? So, Carrie and I have settled into a bottle of wine in the living room, but I've just had a peek over the banisters and seen some lights, and I was like, Ali, what are you doing? Babe, what are you doing? Are those Farron ball tins that you're using?
Yeah. No, look on them.
Oh my gosh.
Death rate, although rising, is still significantly below the peak, but the mortality rate, the death rate, will track.
Good morning, everyone. Oh my goodness, what an evening. That was a bit of an emotional roller coaster, wasn't it? But it's just one of those things that we're going to have to plough on through, I think, and try and make the best out of a bad situation. Because I would usually start Vlogmas a week early by doing like my Christmas shopping, I've decided that this week I'm mainly going to be doing any of the Christmas shopping that I need to get done, like actually in the shops. So today I'm going to be going to just some Christmas shops. You'll see in my next vlog, but I wanted to show you the two pieces that I picked up from the old flight house because I just thought they were so lovely. Very, very much my style of like old antique-y bits. So I got one of these old brewer jars. I think that's, I don't know the actual technical term for them, but it says it's a Pickup & Co. Botanical Brewers Bristol. This jar is not sold. Anyone detaining or using same will be prosecuted. I thought this was just a really nice little like pantry touch or utility touch. It might go nicely on the shelves in there. So I picked it up. It's still got its little cork in it, and the moment I saw it I was like, I love the colours of that against all of the greens and things like that. It looks really, really lovely. And then I saw this bowl, which I actually have a shallower version of this, but it's a very like ashed wood bowl, and I just thought this would look really, really nice, like with fruit in it, or Carrie's mum even suggested making it into like a little planter, so that's an idea as well. But I just really liked the texture of it, and so I picked that up as well. But they had so much stuff there. They had like milking stools for even less than I got mine. Admittedly, it was smaller than my one. My one's quite a big milking stool. But they had a really lovely small milking stool for like £95. They had a marble bust of Diana that was like really big. I haven't ever seen one that big. And they just had so much stuff. So obviously, if you get a chance to go in the next couple of days, you will be helping a small business like the Old Fly House, because it is a family-owned business and it's just wonderful. So if you get the opportunity, if you're heading to the Bicester area, it's wonderful and I love it there. They've got a little tea and cake cafe there as well, so you can go and have tea and cake. And yeah, so that was what I picked up, and I actually have no idea how long this vlog is, but we're going to put it out anyway. I am going to get myself dressed and ready and pick up the camera again, because today we are doing some Christmas shopping. Yeah, so I think what I will do is I will leave this vlog here, and I will see you guys in the next one, because I'm picking it up again.